Okay, Tyler. I see a few things going on with the lower body, and I'll start with addressing them. In other video, I could treat the upper body, but for now, let's just focus on just a few things. First, next time you send a video, make sure to shoot it closer to you, because this background, we don't really need that. Try to record the video maybe 3 or 4 steps away. I think it's a good way to start. If it's a frame like this, it's plenty enough. If the club and the club face sometimes goes out, it's not a problem, but we would need to see you from a much closer point of view. And also try to tuck the shirts in your pants, because it would help us monitor your pelvic moves better. Okay, so on the backswing, while you do move to the right, that's a good thing, but you do it in a way that will prevent good moves to happen in the downswing. So if you look at your hip, the left hip is going down and you're ending up in left pelvic tilt. This will lead to many issues, because that's a move that you're supposed to use in transition, and being in left pelvic tilt in the backswing will impede your rotation, proper use of spine muscles, and the sacrum movements will also be affected. So aim for more level hips. That's the first thing. And because you're going into left pelvic tilt, or maybe that's an idea you have, the left hip is going into internal rotation a ton. This would be internal rotation, this would be external rotation. So while I'm not advocating, and Kelvin's not either, we're not advocating left hip internal rotation, this is a bit too extreme, and it's going to lead to other problems. Now, on the downswing, you're going left and too much. Actually, you're pushing on this right foot to power the downswing. This will make your right hip go into internal rotation. As you can see, I drew it in advance. This hip is rotating, the knee is kicked towards the target, so it's internal rotation. That's also a move that you should be using way later during impact. So if you use it now, you won't be able to use it during impact, and rotation will be worse. As your rotation will stop, typically the upper body becomes the engine, and you have a hard time not flipping it and not rolling it, because the upper body has so much to do. This right side push also leads to a slide. As you can see, the left hip is stacked on the left ankle, and this just allows you to push into the ground, and you cannot use proper movements to clear the hips and propel you into more rotation. And if we kind of imagine the sacrum movement, sacrum being the bony part behind the pelvis, so if we try to imagine what it's doing, I see the sacrum going towards the target during the whole downswing, and even more and even more. So this will create problems and in the ability to retain lordosis and the ability to create lateral bend, and it will also mess up your trunk balance. So that's also something you will need to correct rapidly. Okay, so on this view I'm going to show you what's happening in the pelvis, and if you already noticed this position, this curve in the lower body is supposed to be present in transition and increasing, and curving the lower spine in this direction, which is posterior pelvic tilt or loss of lordosis, is supposed to happen very late. In your swing, the problem is that you're using it right from the start in the transition. So on the backswing you add depth to this right hip, which is a good thing, but in my opinion you're into anterior pelvic tilt or with lumbar lordosis too much. It means your belt is pointing too much down instead of being more level, and typically combined with the slide you have really no chance to maintain your spine angle, and that's exactly what we will see. Even though you gain depth on the backswing, you're losing it, and the pelvis is thrusted towards the ball. This is a cause of the slide, because if you slide there's no way you can maintain lordosis, so you're losing it, and the spine is very straight, even curved in the other direction, and you were around here at the top of the backswing and you move towards the ball. Again, all these problems are related, so you should try to get rid of left pelvic tilt and get rid of backswing anterior pelvic tilt. With the belt going down is a no-no in the backswing. It should happen in transition, and if you manage to get rid of the slide and have the sacrum moving kind of towards the camera in the backswing instead of moving towards the target, you will correct everything all at once. So I will show you on Gary Woodland what it would look like. Okay, so here we are with Gary. The camera is moving a little bit, but you will see where I'm going. Okay, so he's also going to his right on the backswing, but as you can see the hips are staying more level, and the left hip is not going in the same position. You would be like in this kind of position, extreme internal rotation. He's not. He's slightly in internal rotation, but try to copy this kind of look in the left leg. Also, what you will see in the downswing is that there is no real pressure in this inside of right foot. He's not pushing the leg in this direction. He won't be sliding really. There's a slight weight shift to the left, but as you can see the left hip is still shy relative to the left ankle, and this allows him to push the left hip back and create rotation in this direction, and it also improves his sacrum behavior, and without a slide there is no stop of rotation and his hands can be much more stable than yours. So less slide and do not push on this right foot. The engine is right here and it's definitely not a push with the right leg. I will show you the back view. Okay, so on this back view what you will see, if you look closely at this, or you also can use the belt loops, you will see that the sacrum, while it's moving slightly in this direction at the start of the downswing, it will, from there it will move back and away from the target. Okay, so we also can see the left hip being shy relative to the left ankle, your leg would be more like this. So in the end you're pushing up and he's pushing in this direction, creating more rotation. So level hips on the backswing, restrict a slight bit the internal rotation of the left leg. The downswing, try and have the sacrum moving away from the target instead of towards the target, and do not push with this right foot. So you will and clearing all those misconceptions, have a main goal, which is being able to maintain lumbar lordosis, which we can see here. So this is one of the key components of the spine engine, the other being right side lateral bend. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to make things clearer, and of course if other MTI members have a suggestion, feel free to contribute and help Tyler. And when you're ready, let me know, and I will comment the upper body movement. Okay, see you.